Hello, YouTube. Can you hear me now? Yes, you can. Oh boy. Thank you, Camille. Thank you, everyone in chat. I apologize. Rookie mistake. I rebooted the computer and I had to restart the software called Reaper, which is what makes a virtual microphone, which is what clears up most of the background noise from my microphone, because it is a hot day. It is a warm and hot day. It's a summer day here in New York City, even though we're still in spring. It's 80 something and humid, 87 degrees and humid. It is not a great day. So I've got air conditioners on, I got fans on, and we needed that background cleared up. I apologize deeply. So, Sci-Fi Guy was here at 3:57, about an hour before I started, maybe a little bit more, saying 888. Yes, I had 888 subs at that point. I'm now at 890, I'm told. Right after I went started, Sci-Fi Guy said, Qapla! Very cool, Sci-Fi Guy. It looks like you beat Thomas by 1 second. Thomas Potts says hi. Welcome, Thomas. Rec Z is also here within a couple of seconds. Hello, Rec Z. Anti-Tracker is here. Thomas says sound. Anti-Tracker is lolling. Alex Lethe says, did I miss it? Birdo Bray 5 is so quick. No, Fezzik is not a particularly quick character. Thomas Potts says, Anti-Tracker, check Discord. Oh, I was going to check Discord before I came on. Multi-Gunman says, hey, Bert, how's it going? It's going good, Multi-Gunman. It is going good. Rex Z says he's muted. Multi-Gunman says, sound. Not Ryan Johnson says, hello and Qapla. Hello and Qapla, not Ryan Johnson. Alex Lethe says, very arty mime. Rex Z still can't hear. Yes, I'm sorry, Rex Z. It took me a minute to figure out what the problem was. Anti-Trigger says, Thomas Potts, yeah, me and Joe talked about it this morning. He got it. He's got it. Oh boy, I got it. That's what he thinks. Oh no. Multi-Gunman says, hello, tap, is this thing on? Sound. Bueller. I guess I don't tap to say Bueller. And probably half the audience doesn't know what that even means. To be young again. Multi-Gunman says, hello. I just said it. Reg Z says, oh god, so loud. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if I'm loud. Thomas Potts says, Anti-Trigger, okay, wish you were here last night. Am I particularly loud today? Because I'm honestly, I'm loud because I've got my speaker up. Because yeah, there we go. I put in the earpiece, and the earpiece is always so much louder than the computer speakers. Thomas Potts says, Anti-Trigger, okay, wish you were there last night. Yeah, I wish Anti-Trigger was there last night. I was so impressed. Captain Foley showed up, and there was too many people. There was 1,000+ people. Still, when Captain Foley was there, I could barely pick out his name in the chat. I made him a wrench. I gave him a wrench just so I could see him better. But I got so caught up, I don't know if he ever responded more than just saying, hi, Joe, or something like that. Captain Foley, if you're out there again, I do apologize. As you could have seen, it was just a madhouse last night, and I have not yet... my first experience with a live chat that size. Probably last for a long time, but not terrible. Not Ryan Johnson says, finally sound. Michael Henry, Anti-Tracker, I thought you were going to upload the first part of Galaxy Quest. Yeah, I was waiting for the Galaxy Quest. Maybe that's coming tomorrow. John DeMarco says, hi everyone. Anti-Trigger says, Thomas, yes, I'm so happy for him. Thank you. We all are, says Thomas. And Anti-Trigger says, Michael Henry, that is going to be tomorrow. I did Batman video because it's more timely. Alex Lethe says first. I don't think so, Alex. Multi-Gunman says no. Alex Lethe says didn't see any other claims. Technically it is true. Nobody did claim first. Yet the mere fact that they posted first still counts. This is not like, yeah, it's like the cards speak for themselves kind of deal. We're not going to play it where if you don't realize you've got a straight flush and you think you've lost to, you know, 3 of a kind, and, you know, somebody else notices, they've got to, they should let you know. That's how I play poker with my friends. Poker, the man's game. Let's see. Thomas Potts, sci-fi guy, learned how to cheat. Yeah, I kind of spilled the beans on that little cheat. Michael Henry says, Anti-Trigger, I look forward to all your videos, mate. Oh, that's so nice. So nice. Anti-Trigger says, Michael Henry, thanks so much. John DeMarco says, the comments in the stream were just flying by. Yeah, and ironically, I came from a Nerdrotic stream just before, like 10 minutes before I started this stream. Nerdrotic gave me a shout out, which he shouted me out last night during his Game of Thrones stream with like 20,000 people live and 190,000, 200,000 views already today. It was grand. It was a quick shout out. Today he gave another one because he shout out last night. He was like, and Berta Preye is a good guy. He's blah, blah, blah. He's got his issues because I said from now on I'm Bird the Broken because of Bran the Broken as on Game of Thrones. And he's like, yeah, good guy. But at the end of his shout out last night, Nerdrotic was like, now, did you not like Orville? I forget. I think there was something. And then he went on. And I'm like, now everybody's going to think I hate Orville. So I had to remind him today that, of course, I love the Orville. Of course, I love the Orville. I just thought it had a rocky start to the second season. And then he gave me another shout out, which was really, really cool of him. And I'm sorry for my sake, I have to go up against him. I mean, he's got almost 1,000 people there when I checked out. And a lot of them are the same group of people who would like our stuff. But thank you guys so much. The 17 of you who are here actually right now. It means so much. And, you know, listen. There's plenty of YouTube for all of us. You don't have to watch live. You can watch it later. It's all good. It's all good. Actor says, hi, did Anti-Trigger get teased already by Joe's success? Actor, I don't tease people. Now, some of the other people, they might tease. Multi-Gunman says, you had a huge turnout for your Game of Thrones stream last night. I did, Multi-Gunman, and I tell you what, I had absolutely no idea how many people were here until my cousin called and I got told the number. Because my HBO video was covering the browser where the comments would usually be. So I didn't even think to look how many people were here. You know what? It's just as well. It's just as well. Because if I had known there had been 2,000 people at one point when I was talking, I might have said something different. I might have done it differently. It was just as well. I was talking. I didn't know if there was 20 people there, 100 people, 200 people, or what. Honestly, last week I topped out at 120. I thought at most it'd probably be about 200. And damn, 200 would be an amazing stream. 200 would have been an amazing stream. I never thought we'd get to the 4 digits, let alone well into the 4 digits. And then this morning, when I looked, and there was over 40,000 views overnight, and I looked at my analytics, and it's like, what's that thing? A logarithmic, an exponential, not logarithmic, exponential increase. That this latest Game of Thrones video dwarfed with 133,000 minutes watched or something this morning, dwarfed my Big Bang Theory, which had 24,000 views, which dwarfed my last week's Game of Thrones, which then at the time had dwarfed everything else. Everything else was dwarfed by that Game of Thrones video a week ago. So it was amazing. I've had 3 videos in a week, each one bringing the channel to an exponentially higher level. And then before those, several Twilight Zone episode reviews that were all, that were all the biggest the channel had seen in a long, long time. So it's crazy. It is crazy the amount of growth I've gotten in this last couple of weeks. And it is with a big, big heart that I thank every one of you, but especially my moderators and especially Commander DJ Odyssey, Thomas Potts, and John Archacki. I saw you guys at the beginning and the end. You guys were there. I know there were other people. I know a lot of the moderators were on the channel last night doing the best you guys could to keep up with all that crap. DJ, I know he got to spammers right away. And DJ and John were constantly giving out information on the channel. My website, birdofprey5.com, by the way, is the new website. It went live yesterday for all things Bird of Prey 5. And Thomas Potts was there with the text messages giving me updates when I was concerned we were having technical issues. Thomas Potts was keeping me updated. So a big, big thank you. It was not just me. This was a team effort, and I thank every one of you. And I have to, of course, thank the anti-tracker, that horrible dictator of Turdistan that he is, but in the end, he is a very nice guy, and I would never have gotten past 80 subs without the anti-tracker, let alone to 890 and onwards to 1,000. So I don't say it often, but yes, thank you, anti-tracker, for everything you've done to help me grow. And when I surpass you in a month or two, I will. I won't forget you. I'll remember you. I'll give you the occasional shout out. I might give you like a half price deal on my super chats or something. We'll figure it out. Well, my people talk to your people, and we'll come up with something. We'll come up with something. But you'll always have a place. You'll always have a place. Thomas Bot says, so are you going to read all those comments from the stream? No, Thomas. No. I will not. Alex Leezy says, whoa, Bird of Prey had 1,000 viewer live stream. Alex, I had a 2,000 viewer live stream. 2,200, actually, if I want to get technical. Yeah, last night, Alex Leezy, it was nuts. Anti-Tracker says, Hector, I could not be happier. Alex and Anti-Tracker says, Alex Leezy, at one point he had 2,100. Yeah, well, Mom O'Prey is she believes 2,200 at some short time. It was a short time, but a hit 2,200. She was actually trying to write down the number to bring it over to me. It just kept going up. And then Mom O'Prey also, I should thank her too. Mom O'Prey stayed at the chat the whole night, even though she doesn't watch Game of Thrones. She stayed with the chat the whole night to to monitor everything, make sure things were going okay. John DeMarco says over 2,000 viewers at the peak. Hector is smiling. Anti-Tracker put in the Discord. Yes, this was the screenshot Thomas Potts took of one of the times. 2,100 watching now. Let me bring it up. Let's bring it up and take a look at that screenshot. And again, this screenshot is thanks to Thomas Potts. There we go. And I think I got such a bigger response this time rather than last time is that I shrunk myself, right? Last week, my face was big and center, bigger than it is even in today's stream, because I had to cover most of the view screen. So I think the fact that I brought myself down to the corner and didn't, wasn't in everybody's face as much, I think that probably helped the numbers somewhat. Also, being it was the season finale, I'm sure just more people were looking for it. Thank you, Anti-Trigger. Thank you, Thomas, for that picture. Alex says, that's awesome, of course, but how? Because it was a Game of Thrones live stream, Alex. A Game of Thrones live reaction. You can check it out. It's still up. Sassy amazingly didn't say anything during the stream last night. She was sleepy. She was sleepy. And that's for Mama Pray. Thomas Bond says DJ did a great job moderating. You guys all did a great job moderating. Not Ryan Johnson says first to plant the flag of firstness. All other claims first are null and void. Actually, Alex Lethes was first to plant the flag of firstness, even though he was not first. John DeMarco says DJ was MVP of the wrenches last night. I think so. Michael Henry says Anti-Trekker isn't third, he's turd. Mr. Miles, Chief Engineer, hey, Bird the Broken. Yes, Bird the Broken. I gotta say, Mama Prey has never watched Game of Thrones. She saw a little bit of the week prior because I was live streaming it. But she was so happy when Bran became king, because all she knew was that the guy in the wheelchair became the king. So that was all she wanted. That was all she wanted. Oh, it looks like I still have video for commentary purposes only going across the top. I guess I'll fix that. Oh. What do we got here? What could I put in there? We just need something to put in. Something to hold the place while I finish the stream. There we go. Mr. Miles says Bird the Broken. So Mama Prey was so happy to see Bran become the king. Spoiler. That's all she knew was, the wheelchair guy did it, so now I should run for president. And Anti-Trigger says, hey Bird, why do you hate the Orville so much, son of a bitch? I do not hate the Orville, Anti-Trigger. I love the Orville. Mr. Miles says Anti-Trigger, the same reason you hate First Contact. Ooh. Except I like the Orville way, way more than Anti-Trigger likes First Contact. Anti-Trigger puts First Contact near the middle, if not bottom, of the Trek movies, whereas I put the Orville near the very top of sci-fi Star Trek-like shows. Kennewick Sapien says, congrats on your Game of Thrones stream. Insane. Thomas Protz, probably because there's no Tilly in Orville. Oh, God. And Anti-Trigger says, Mr. Miles, so he hates the Orville because of the Queen. What? Mr. Miles says, yes. Michael Henry says, I love when my brother from another mother compliments me. Oh, you're welcome, Mike. Yes, because we're twins. Mr. Miles says, that damn Borg Queen ruining everything. Michael Henry says, I expect the Kalons to have an Isaac Queen. No, we saw Kalon Prime. He seemed to be a male-ish android or whatever, robot, just like Isaac. Michael Henry says season 3 on the Orville. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a Kalon Queen, but who knows? Who knows? Alex Lethes says, very cool, Joe. Michael Henry says she will be introduced. It's possible. I wouldn't put anything past it, but if they do introduce her, more than likely, like the Borg Queen, it'll be a mistake. Actors as well, sometimes we are very chatty, but last night we were obviously more people. Yes, yes. Rambling Canuck says, hello, Bird. Hello, Rambling Canuck. I checked out your video finally of the, you did a great short video, like 2 minutes long, of great pictures. He went camping last weekend, I guess, with his kids. Fishing trip and camping trip. I love seeing the pictures. I love the outdoors pictures. I love that stuff. I used to really love doing the outdoor stuff when I could get outside. I didn't like camping in a tent, but everything else, that was right up my alley. Anti-Trigger says, are you listening to this guy? He hates dwarves. Bigot. You know, Anti-Trigger, how can I hate dwarfs? My mother is a little person. My mother is a little person. I swear to you all. 6'4", all 6'4", 300 and probably at the time I entered college, I was big. Probably 380 pounds. Okay, I lost over 100 pounds in college, but 6'4", 380 pounds. Giant of a man that I was. I almost had a scholarship from the Billy Barty Foundation that would have paid for literally half my schooling. Thousands of dollars a year. Okay? Because I was eligible because my mother is only 4'10". And the cutoff for being a little person, according to the Billy Barty Foundation, was 4'11" or under. And mom just qualified. We wrote an essay. You had to write an essay. We had to do it. We sent it in. The woman called us. She said, it looks really good. You guys are finalists, blah, blah, blah. And then like a month later, we got a call back. I'm so sorry. It would have been you, but the funding for the scholarship dried up or something. But the funding, basically the funding had the scholarship fell apart, unfortunately. There was no more funding for the Billy Barty scholarship. Billy Barty, for those of you who don't know, was an old-time actor, very short man, what people would call a dwarf. He was a comedy actor, I believe. But yeah, he had already passed on. It was a memorial scholarship, and they just couldn't raise the money, I guess. I don't know what happened. Mismanagement, maybe they invested with Bernie Madoff, whatever the issue was, but this was back in 1996, 1995, 1996. Yeah, 96 is when I went into college. This would have been the summer of 96, spring and summer of 96, when we were looking to get scholarships ready. And yeah, it all fell apart, but really close, me being 6'4" and a massive guy to get a scholarship put out by a little person, but qualified because you just needed, either you had to be a little person or you had to be the child of a little person. Much like membership in the Stonecutters. You either need to save the life of a stonecutter or be the child of a stonecutter. Michael Henry says, do you mean hobbits? Yes, we've established Anti-Trigger is actually a hobbit. Actor says, we need the next Game of Thrones for Joe, Batwoman. No, I'm not going to do Batwoman. I am not going to do Batwoman. No, what I talked about on the last stream, a last real stream, and I think I will be doing live reviews of Deep Space Nine. I love Deep Space Nine. It is my favorite of all the Trek series. And I probably will do a weekly Deep Space Nine live review. We'll go through the whole frickin' series. And I know Rageaholic tried to do this, and he got hit with the bots. So I'll do it. I'll do it the way I've been doing it. Maybe if I've got to block it completely, I'll block it completely. We'll figure something out. But I'm going to do it with Deep Space Nine, and I believe with original Twilight Zones, because the new Twilight Zone videos they're getting good hits for me, good views, not the tens of thousands or even the thousands, but a few hundred a week is pretty good stuff for me. And so I think maybe I'll try to do some classic Twilight Zones. The Deep Space Nine, I'll do episode by episode right through the entire series. Twilight Zone, I'll probably just pick episodes as I feel like. We're not going to go one through the other. There's just so many Twilight Zone episodes. We'll just start with a few, and we'll go from there. John DeMarco says 1,000 subs soon. Very soon, John. Very soon. With luck. Thomas Potts says you don't usually see more viewers than the number of subs. Oh, I've seen channels that have more viewers. I mean, Nerdrotic stream last night, Nerdrotic and Doomcock stream, had 190,000 views when I watched it at 6:30 this morning, because unfortunately, even though I didn't get to bed till after midnight, I was up really early again this morning. 190,000 views overnight. Now, Nerdrotic has 91,000 and Doomcock has 31,000. So even if they had completely separate numbers, which obviously they don't, they probably have virtually all the same subs. Virtually all Nerdrotic subs are also Doomcock subs in all likelihood. But even if they didn't, even if they had no overlap, they had way more. I think it just depends on the video title. It depends on the video. Thomas says DJ did most of the work. I would say he probably did from what I could see, but I'm sure you guys all did work. It was all important stuff to me. Anti-Trigger says, you do know what dwarfed is a horrible thing to say. It's slang term for receiving oral sex from a little person standing in front of you. Last night was great. I got dwarfed three times. Honestly, I've never heard that term. I have not. Dwarfed is a sex term. Dwarfed means that something is bigger. I've said, this dwarfs that 1,000 times in my life. I use it all the time. Nobody has ever complained that it was a sex thing. Mr. Miles says, Bird Prey, I was watching, but business called and it was always take priority. I'm sorry I missed it. Congrats, though. Thank you, Mr. Miles. Of course, business takes priority. Business is business. Don't ask me about my business, though. Thomas Bond says, I was going to tell you the viewers count, but thought you would have gotten nervous. I was a little, I'm pretty good at public speaking. I mean, because I really just don't give a shit. I even in college, when, I went to college, like I said, I went in engineering. 95% of the engineering majors, the class they hated the most was public speaking. And the school made the engineers take public speaking because the engineering department realized that most of the engineers were graduating without any ability to speak, to normal people. They were used to speaking to other engineers, and they didn't do so great. They didn't do so great speaking in public. I didn't care. I loved the public speaking class. I took 2 public speaking classes because I so much liked it. One semester we had to do 3 speeches throughout the semester. The first speech I did was on lightning, different types of lightning, and everybody loved it. They loved it so much they begged me to enter into a regional competition for to public speaking competition. I don't know what, but I guess they all have competitions, because I went through the different types of lightning, cloud to cloud, cloud to ground, and then I went into ball lightning, which is, you know, a mind fuck. Ball lightning. And oh, they loved it. They were like, please, please, please. And I'm like, guys, I don't have the time, you know. And I honestly, I just, in hindsight, I wish I did, but I just figured I was going to be so busy with engineering stuff. You know, I was just happy to do public speaking. I didn't want to put all this extra time and effort into it. The second speech I did was on Klingon weapons. And that was back in, like I said, in the 90s, the late 90s. I walked on campus with a batleth, a mechleth, and the dagger thing, I forget, that pops, the things pop out. And nobody stopped me, and nobody cared. I was walking around campus with a Klingon batleth, the Klingon mechleth, and the frickin' dagger on my belt. And I did it because we had, right, that speech number 2 was a speech where we had to use props. So, I brought, this is a batleth. It means sword of honor. It's shaped like this because it used to be made in the bows. It used to be used to reinforce the bows of Klingon warships. The hulls of Klingon warships, so they've kind of got that curve. I don't know if that's true or not. That was what I looked up back in the 90s, before the internet, before you could Google things easily. That was the info I found. I know it means sword of honor, but I didn't know anything about it being used in old Klingon warships, like boat ships, not spaceships. But I had to tell the story of how Kales cut a lock of his hair and put it into the lava and forged the first batleth with his own bare hands to slay the tyrant Molar. And yeah, you could tell I was a very popular kid outside the engineering building, which obviously I wasn't. But yeah, so the second speech was on Klingons. And I loved carrying the batleth to school that day. And the third speech was on, what's that called? When you take somebody else's work and you pass it off as your own. Journalism. No, not journalism. It's at the tip of my tongue. College kids get in trouble for it. They go on Google, they look it up, they print it out. Oh, damn it. Now I've got to go down to the chat because I know somebody's typing it in. Okay, 5:39. I got to go back up to the chat at 5:39. Plagiarism. Yes, Thomas, plagiarism. Thank you. Plagiarism. I did a speech on plagiarism. And it got really good. Reviews and whatnot. So at this point, I'd already joined a fraternity, and the fraternity had a filing cabinet where, you know, people would put in their old papers from old classes, so that future students, could look at them and study from them, tests and papers. You know, just as study material. And so I'd put in a, copy of the speech I did on plagiarism as an example of a speech for, the speech class. And then the next year, one of the more reckless of the new initiates plagiarized the entire speech on plagiarism. And nobody knew. Nobody ever found out. Good for him, I guess. But he was hysterical laughing. I was like, well, what'd you change? He's like, nothing. I just gave your speech. Yeah, those were the 90s. Those were the 90s. And yes, he is a professional engineer now. Anti-Turkish says... Oh, no. Michael Henry says, you did good, mate. Thank you. Multigunman says, Anti-Tracker Joe only likes white dwarfs. Anti-Tracker says, I said it several times before, and I'll say it again. You beat my sub count. You will beat my sub count by the end of the year. Gee, thanks, Bird. You're welcome, Anti-Tracker. I know. You're welcome. There'll always be a place. Hector says, we can't complain against Kurdistan government factually. Thomas Potts says, don't worry, Anti-Tracker. I promise on my life I won't try to pass your sub count. Michael is ROFLMAOing. Michael Henry says, my people talk to your people. Yes, yes. Michael Henry says, I could have swore I saw 2200 for a sec. Yeah, so did Mamo Pray. So did Mamo Pray. Anti-Tracker says, well, you know, I hurt my back this morning, so when I end up stuck in a bed, maybe I will get streams as big as birds. Oh, Anti-Tracker, I hope you never go down that road, Anti-Tracker. You don't want the stream at that cost. Hector says, until Thomas puts his ships to good use and makes practical effects Star Trek Super Battle and get 1 million subs at once. That would be awesome. Hector says, you need more than a bed. You need a cowboy hat, a couple of wigs, a guitar, sassy, Mamo Pray, and yes, that is true. Though he does have, in his defense, he does have some things I don't have. He has Mrs. Anti-Tracker. He has Joshua and his animations. He's got a slight lead in the space program, perhaps. So he's got his things. Oh, and he can make voices. He can do a hell of a lot more voices than I can do. So yeah. Oh, and the secret weapon, the weapon that won Camille's heart, the hair. So he could probably get there if we had to go head to head. He'd probably pull more subs, even on the same exact subject. Huh? I am. Mama Pray said something. I said, watch. He says, ignore me. And I said, I am. Hector says, you need more than a bed. Okay, I read that. Anti-Trigger says, well, I have my fedora. That's true. A great head of hair. Yep. A flute. Okay, if you say so. A little dog named Puka. And Mrs. Anti-Tracker. So I think it'll make it work. I do. I think you've got it. Thomas Bud says, no, you just need a stream called Mrs. Anti-Tracker Face Reveal. And if that doesn't work, Mrs. Anti-Tracker Body Reveal, and that will totally get, 20,000 people watching. Multi-Gunman says, Sassio Prey 5 did pretty good during the Game of Thrones live stream. She did. She was so nice. Even when I yelled at them for cutting away before John got to pet Snow. Ghost. Before John got to pet Ghost. And I made quite a few mistakes. I kept calling Ghost Snow. I called Padwick Gentry at the end, and a few other names I kept messing up. Josh Street says, hi, Mama Pay, and Brand the Broken. I'm Bird the Broken, Josh Street. And Mama Pray says, hi. Mr. Miles says, Anti-Trigger, don't worry, one day you'll have the best video editor on this side of YouTube. It's true, he's got Mr. Miles. Thomas Potts is claiming she will sew her face for a short time, sometime during the stream. Hector says, pretty good is the understatement of the year. Yes, Sassy agrees. Mr. Miles says, you don't need to become a Turd the Broken. You don't need to become Turd the Broken, Anti-Trigger. Michael Henry says, Bird of Prey, put Michael Henry is the sexy brother I never had across the top of your screen. Whatever. Sure. Why not? Why not? It's a good day. We're celebrating. Michael Henry is the sexy brother I never had. Where are we? I never had NH, which we know what that stands for, but I'm not gonna write it out. Not gonna write it out. There you go, Michael. Anti-Trigger says to Mr. Miles, chief engineer, first of all, I already have a great editor. Don't tell him, but I'm going to give him a raise. Payday is tomorrow, but too late for the broken turd. I can barely move. Aww. Hector says you are assigning gender to robots, Joe. Wow, yes, I am. He was a man-bot. He was clearly a man-bot. Hector says, poor Mama O'Prey, that birth labor. She swears to this day she never felt a labor pain. She never had a labor pain in her life, neither with me nor Sister O'Prey. And we were both born cesarean section. I was born cesarean section because they x-rayed her, and the doctor saw the size of my shoulders and saw the size of Mom's bones. And he's like, nope, this is not going to work. So they cut her open, they got me out. And then 2 years later, when Sister came along, they said since you already had one cesarean section, they wanted to do it again. These days, they will actually let a woman apparently do birth naturally if they've had enough time to heal after a cesarean. But in those days, once you had a cesarean section, all future births were going to be cesarean. So Sister O'Prey got cut out as well. And even though the doctor was telling Mom at one point she was hooked up to a machine, the doctor was saying, right now you're having labor pain. Don't you feel that? And Mom said, no. No, I'm winning again in Rummy or something? Is that what you said? Yeah, I was playing. She was playing Rummy against my dad, the card game. And she's like, no, I'm not having a labor pain. Right now I'm winning. Right now you're having a contraction. Oh, right now you're having a contraction. She's like, no, right now I'm about to win at Rummy. So. Anti-Trigger says the doctor comes out of the delivery room and says, congratulations, it's a boy. 6'4" inches, 400-pound boy. The bad news is your wife exploded. No, actually, Dad was in the delivery room. Multi-gunman Lowell Michael Henry says, damn anti-tracker. Everybody's laughing. Hector says, nah, bird can't be so big at birth. Right now I was 8 pounds, 8 pounds, 6.5 ounces. 20 inches long, 21, something like that, 21 inches long. That mental image I don't need, says John DeMarco. Anti-Trigger says, true story. Me and Bird have that almost in common. I am 6'2" and almost 300 pounds, and my grandmother was 4'10". Wow. Then you could have gone for the Billy Barty scholarship. Well, your parents could have. One of them. Mr. Miles says, Anti-Tracker did Batwoman, though. That's true. But now, can Anti-Tracker give a live review of every Batwoman episode? Thomas Potts says he's going to review the new SpongeBob. Not ever. Not ever. I never liked SpongeBob. I despise SpongeBob. Much like Rick and Morty. For some reason. I can't take it. Bob's Burgers, Rick and Morty, SpongeBob. Oh, I can't take any of them. The Simpsons, Futurama, Family Guy. Those shows I love. Archer, even Archer I like, though I don't go on my way to watch it. Archer I'm cool with. So just something very weird about the animation style. Something ticks me off, and I can't enjoy it. Mr. Mouse says, you think you can find the link on his recent videos? You can find the link on his recent videos. Okay, I don't know what the link is. Anti-Tracker says, Mrs. Anti-Tracker said I should do live shows with Batwoman this fall, but I don't know. You should, Anti-Tracker. Michael Henry says, I thought you were short, Anti-Tracker. He is. He doesn't know how to read a ruler. That's why he says he's 6'2". He's looking at the centimeters. Multi-Gunman says Anti-Tracker is going to make a super chat cartoon of Bird wearing the Bird Batgirl. Oh. You know, Multi-Gunman, as long as you only say it in chat, there's half a chance that doesn't happen. If you were to message that to Joshua on Discord, that it was probably like an 82% chance it's going to happen. Anti-Trigger says to Michael Henry, fake news about him being short. Michael says, sorry, my bad. Anti-Trigger says Michael Henry, it's Thomas Potts' fault, or it was Miles, I keep forgetting. I think it's Mrs. Anti-Trigger's fault. She's the one, in her own voice, that told Dr. Alex you were a hobbit. With big furry feet. Anti-Trigger says, it was one of those guys. Thomas Potts says, since no one streams Sunday night, you could stream Simpsons. Except that I now don't dislike The Simpsons. They went SJW, and I don't even watch it anymore. On Sundays, like a week or two goes by before I watch Simpsons. Mom wants me, Mama Prey wants me to do a live review of the Puppy Bowl. So I guess during the Super Bowl, I will instead be streaming about the Puppy Bowl this coming February. Great. No, March, excuse me. Back in the 90s again, when the Super Bowl was in February. I'm sorry. It is in February now. It used to be in January. Right, so I was right the first. I was right before I was wrong. Mr. Miles says, Anti-Trekker, do a live review about... Always. I always do that. Actor says, Anti-Trekker, we know Mrs. AT suggested that you see STD. John DeMarco says, looking forward to DS9 reviews. Thomas Potts says, Anti-Trekker, I don't want you to watch Batgirl. Yeah, I don't think you could take it. Mr. Mouse says, Anti-Trekker, just think back on the worst of STD episodes. Batwoman will be that times 1,000. Shronmore says, hey, Bird and fellow nerds. Welcome, Shronmore. Michael Henry says, Bird of Prey, if you do DS9, I will be here every time. Very, very cool, Michael Henry. Anti-Trigger says, Mr. Miles, true, but views, super chats, you know, money. Money. It's all about the money with some people. Well, no, I get it. Actor says engineers should learn to speak as well. Well, ask Janet Reno. Ask Janet Reno. As Janet Reno. That is true. Where are we up to? 5:56, and why is this frozen? Great. Okay, for some reason the mouse has stopped working, and I have to use the arrow keys. Okay, where are we? I said 56, 57. Actor Bird of Prey 5 was dwarfed by Jet Reno. No, Anti-Tracker, no. No, it's not. I'm sorry, man. When I say the mouse isn't working, I mean it's a software glitch. A change of the mouse isn't going to work. But thank you. And it's working now. Actor says, wow, you would have detained at sight? You'd be detained at sight? Or maybe Joe dreamed all that. Anti-Trigger says, any good remedy for excruciating pain? Anyone? I gave you my remedy, but you don't have a boat. Actor says, sweet death. No, Actor. Michael Henry says, morphine. Anti-Trigger says, yeah, that'd do alright. Michael Henry says, hydros. Multi-Gunman says, Anti-Trigger back pain. Roboxaset and Voltron? I don't know what that is. Anti-Trigger's Michael Henry, actually morphine does nothing for me. I learned that a few years ago. And then Thomas Potts says plagiarism, which reminds me how far back I am. Michael Henry says that sucks. It didn't suck for me. I thought it was hilarious. Anti-Trigger says Multi-Gunman, don't know who those are, but sounds... Multi-Gunman, don't know who those are, but sounds good. Yeah, what those are. Those drugs. Mr. Miles' Anti-Trigger, your tombstone will read, he just couldn't make it through Batwoman. Michael Henry says, when my back goes out on me, I take some Advil and go to sleep. Well, he's way past that. Yeah, he's a little late. Multi-Gunman says, anti-trigger, I don't know if I spelled those properly. I'll go check the spelling. Actor says, transferring your brain out of your body should work too. Anti-trigger says, Michael Henry, yes, this is a bit beyond Advil, and he'll be right back. He's going probably to throw up from the pain. Actor says, before the teachers Google to detect your plagiarism. Michael Henry says, but yeah, Advil will reduce the swelling. Doc gives me Proxen because I have a fractured neck and compressed disc. So while it doesn't help the pain, it helps the arthritis in my back. Ouch. Ouch, yeah. Back problems are big issues. Josh Street says, I remember seeing over 2,900 watching Bird before it started to drop off. Wow, Josh Street. 2,900? It's possible. That'd be crazy. I didn't see it, but I'm glad somebody did. Rambling Canuck says, glad you liked the pics. Thanks again for checking out my vid. No problem, Rambling Canuck. Like I said, I gotta live through videos like that. That's how I live vicariously through YouTubers. Multi-Gunman says, anti-tracker, I checked the spelling. It's I still can't pronounce it. And Voltreon, Robice is a pill for back pain, and Voltaren is a type of salve that you rub on the area that hurts. Actor says, oh, Bird just gave Space Race to Turdistan and Anti-Trekker wasn't here. Actor says, I doubt Sassy will take Bird in his paws and run away. She would need some spinach. Multi-Gunman says, man bot as opposed to a Russian bot. Sure. Thomas Potts says, I'm eating, please. No birth talk. Oh well. Mr. Miles says, Michael Henry is smiling. Mr. Miles says, Thomas Potts, think of a wet dog pushing its way through a cat door. Oh, God. Kennewick Saber says, Mama Prey is made of titanium, confirmed. Never mess with her in the alley. Michael Henry says, okay, I've screenshotted that. Chief Cook says, hey, Chief Cook. Welcome. I wonder if you'll still be here when I get to the end of the comments. Because if there is, I owe Thomas Potts something. Michael Henry says, drugs make sure you don't feel anything. Lol. Well, Michael Henry, I don't know, but unfortunately, there are times you can just be beyond the drugs and you still feel it. Joseph Patrick says, 10 more subs and I will pay for like a virgin. Good evening, Joe. You are more than welcome. You are more than welcome. Thank you. Michael Henry says, yep, very good drugs. Hector says, Bird despises SpongeBob, Rick and Morty. Unsubbed. Yeah, well, I figured I'd get that out of the way. If anybody's going to unsub, let him get it over with now. Shrelmore says, 8-pound baby, small for my family. My great-granduncle was nearly 14 pounds, and many of us were over 10 pounds. Wow, Shrelmore, wow. Michael Henry says, yes, I was over 10 pounds. And Hector says, is your family, human? Trivia. Qapla, Bird of Prey, Mama Prey 5, Sassy, and chat. Hope all is well. Hello, Trivia. Michael Henry is also saying hello. Everybody's saying hello to each other. Where was I? Josh Reed says, if Anti-Tracker or Bird do stream reactions to the new Batwoman show, they will end up dead before the 5th episode. Shrelmore says, hey to Mama Prey. She's waving. She is. Yes, she's waving. Kennewick says, yes, Puppy Bowl with split screen of Sassy. We'll get her all put up in her gear. Michael Henry says, nah, I think the new Batwoman will last about 3 seasons. I think it'll last about 3 episodes. Well, no, because let's face it, they all have they have an audience on CW. Thomas Potts says Super Bowl is the first Sunday in February. You're right, Thomas. I had a brain lapse. Anti-Trigger says Michael Henry. No, his pong. Michael Henry, no, his point was that Bird or I would be dead by 5 episodes, not that the show would be canceled. I get it now. I see the mistake. Yes. I see the confusion there. Chief Cook says, not the puppy bowl, the lingerie bowl is better. Is that a real thing? Mr. Miles says, wow, I can't remember who started the Hobbit thing originally. It was me or Thomas. Sure you can, Miles. Sure you can. Michael Henry says, no, you won't die. That's why they make Romulan ale for. Kennewick says, don't give Bird ideas. Lingerie bowl with Bird and Lore and altar tops. Oh, God. Alex Lethe says, who saw Bird of Prey, the TV series, not Bird of Prey's many videos? If you did, you have my sympathy. Thomas Potts says, it wasn't me. He's not taking credit for the Hobbit thing. Actor says, Anti-Trekker Bird said that Kuroga is behind Turtis in the space race. I said we might be a tad behind. Maybe. Maybe. Speaking of that, I do have a rocket all prepped and on the launch pad ready to go. A little later in the stream. Stromore says, Joseph, if I had money, I'd pay to have Bird sing the 900 sub song in the Batwoman costume. I don't think I would be able to find a Batwoman costume in my size, Stromore. And if you'd have to, I guess, pay to get one made, and I would tell you that would be a tremendous waste of money. Michael Henry says, Alex Lethe's, I saw it. You saw Bird of Prey, the TV show, or the movie, whatever it was. Anti-Trigger says, that is so funny. Every time I pause the stream, I then play back at 2x to catch up. As soon as he catches up, he sounds like he suddenly got drunk. Yeah, I'm a good person to play at 2x speed. I know that. Thomas Potts says, I call him really old, not a hobbit. Chief Cook says, Bird want to see some real puppies. Yeah, well, I guess at the lingerie bowl I would. Anti-Trigger says, Hector, yes, I heard that. Joseph says, Thronmore, I have limits, not necessarily moral ones, but I like the community, so I would not ask for that. Alex Lethe says, Michael Henry, I'm so sorry. Mr. Miles says, ibuprofen is better for swelling than Advil. Rambling Canuck says, Anti-Trekker, as a guy with a back condition, I soak in a very hot bath, as hot as you can take it. Just lay there and let the water do its thing. 6:18. Why am I saying the time? Mr. Miles says, Rambling Canuck, funny enough, I suggested the same thing to him. Michael Henry says, yeah, I was hoping for more. I love the Huntress, Bruce's daughter, so I watched that, Alex Lethe's. Anti-Trigger says, Mr. Miles, you know Advil is ibuprofen. Schronmore says, how rude of me. Greetings to Sassy, consumer of cookies, chaser of cats, the fire of cushions, and scourge of squirrels. It's funny you should bring up squirrels. It is funny you should bring up squirrels. Do I have it? Do I have it? Really? You're not going to open? There we go. Do I have it? I do have it. Come on. Where is it? I had to have saved it. Wow. Huh. It's not in my recent files. It's not in my recent files. It's okay. I'll get it. I will get it. It's funny you bring up squirrels because just today I looked out my camera and there was something I had never seen before. At least, especially not around my house. And let's bring it on up. Bring it on up to the west. And of course the copy didn't work. Of course the copy didn't work. Imager.com. New post. Come on. Upload complete. Show the picture. Show the picture. There we go. There we go. Okay. It was an orange-tailed squirrel. I have never seen one before. It was playing outside the window for like 2 minutes. It honestly looked like a banana as a tail. We looked it up. It's apparently, there's such a thing as a red-tailed or orange-tailed squirrel. And they're apparently 25% bigger than the regular gray squirrels. And I posted it on the community Facebook page, and like everybody was like crazy about it. People have been citing them. They're saying that they've been progressively moving through the area for 15 years. It's crazy how worked up people get over a squirrel. But you know what? It was just something I've never seen. Lived in New York City. I've seen the occasional all-black squirrel. Those are cool. I've seen, you've seen some weird animals. I've never seen a squirrel with an orange tail. Little things like that. You never know. You never know what you're going to see. And then I wasn't even going to show that picture, but of course, Thronmore had to bring up Scourge of Squirrels. So yes, Sassy went out soon after that to go chase the squirrels. Mr. Miles says, Miss Miles says, oh, I mixed that up with Tylenol. Oops, I stand corrected. That's okay, Mr. Miles. I don't take offense that you use the term I stand corrected, which is offensive to us differently abled people. I can't even do it with a straight face. And the Trigger says, yeah, I wish I was in Oregon right now. Rambling Canuck says, Mr. Miles, I do it all the time. Turn the lights off, light a candle or two, grab a cloth and put it over my eyes and just soak. As when my back gets bad as I get the migraine. So, yeah. Mr. Miles says, or California, or Colorado, or Alaska. That is true. That's true. Rambling Canuck says, Anti-Trigger, check out my comment. You trust me as a person with a very bad back. It works. Anti-Trigger says, Gambling Canuck, yeah, I did that, but this is a bad one. Joseph Patrick says, I had serious back problems. I lost recently 27 kilograms, and a kilogram is 2.2 pounds. So that's, 60 pounds. 60 pounds. Good wave to go, Joseph. I feel way better now. Alexa, how much is 20? I don't need Alexa for that. Alexa! Cancel! Alexa, how much is 27 kilograms in pounds?
27 kilograms is 59 pounds 8 ounces.
59 pounds 8 ounces. 60 pounds. Brain still works sometimes. At least on math. And the Trigger says, I actually called in sick from work today. I never call in sick. Wow. That is a bad day. I remember some of those days. Oh, the back pain when I could walk. Even when I could walk, it wasn't all, it wasn't all fun and games. There were days when I started getting back pain. I knew I was going to have it for months. It would take a month, 2 months, 3 months to run its course every single time. And at some of the times it would get so bad, Dad was still alive. There were a couple of days I literally had to call out of work, and I could barely get out of bed to go to the bathroom. In fact, I don't even know what I did. But I made it. And Dad was actually taking, he'd come over, he'd give me stuff. I'd at least lay in bed. It was not good. I can sympathize. I can sympathize. Anti-Trigger says, I made an appointment with my doctor. Oh, good luck with that. Good luck. Rambling Canuck says, I would say send you some of my Tylenol 3s, but you might not get past customs. Lol. Anti-Trigger says, hello, Rambling Canuck. Thanks for the sentiment. Actor says, Bird, a question. Are you planning to get a horsewhip and struck yourself in the streams? No. Rambling Canuck says, oh, okay, try this, Anti-Trigger. Seriously, when in the bath, lay as flat as you can. You're walking to a 6'2" man. Unless he has a huge bathtub, there's no laying flat. As flat as you can, and bring your legs up one at a time towards your chest. I can only imagine. There's no way I would have been able to do that in my best day. Actually, in my best day, I could. But that best day only lasted a couple of years. Towards your chest as far as you could slowly, and then repeat. Work your muscles. Josh Street says Mama Prey must be getting excited since Bird is only 111 subs from 1,000 subs, so she can kick Bird outside and let him stream on the phone. Yep, she is. Actor says Squirrels, First World Rats. Rambling Canuck says Anti-Trigger might sound odd seriously, but try it. I do it with my pain. It helps a bit. Chief Cook says, what up, Anti-Tracker? Chief Cook says, Bird, sing the Jefferson song. I don't even know what the Jefferson song is. And Alex Lethe says, Ginger Squirrel. Actor says, it's a Tilly Squirrel. Oh, jeez. And Schroenmore, more correctly, points out it's a Trump Squirrel. It's a MAGA Squirrel. Make trees great again. Make nuts great again. Mana Squirrel. Josh Street says squirrels only do dog owners so they can torture inside dogs. Only go to dog owners so they can torture inside dogs. Schroenmore says you should call him Donald. That's what I'm going to do. I had called him Orangey, but now I'll call him Donald. Kennewick Sapien says, low Tilly Squirrel stalking Bird. Praise Avis for bringing Bird and Tilly together. Kennewick Sapien says, Bird marrying Tilly confirmed. Multi-Gunman says, oh boy, now he's getting racist over black squirrels. No, I said black squirrels were cool. Multi-Gunman says, I've seen all the black I didn't say all black. Yes, I did say that. I've seen all black squirrels before. Well, they're rare. They're a rare thing to see in New York City. 99.9% of our squirrels are just gray. Multi-Gunman is smiling. Epic Beard, welcome to Epic Beard. Says maybe I'm late or chat is flying for no reason. It caught up all at once. I don't know. Yeah. Well, I started about an hour ago. I don't know. 45 minutes, an hour ago. Dale Stratford, welcome, Dale. Hello of all of you brilliant legends. Thank you, Dale. Hector says, brain still works. Wasn't Alexa doing the math? No, I said 60 pounds first. I said it was 60 pounds, and I calculated in my head 2.2 pounds per kilogram before I asked Alexa. I only asked her for confirmation. Multi-Gunman says, back pain sucks big time. I feel for you guys. Epic Beard said, yes, back pain sucks. Schroenmore is saying hi to Dale. Anti-Trigger is now putting in a bunch of links to Discord. And Anti-Trigger, is this all the same image? Batwoman. Oh, God. Oh, God. Why? Why, Anti-Trigger? I said there'd be a place for you in my administration. I don't know. How much nicer could I have been? How much nicer could I have been, Anti-Trigger? It is... I'm going to bring it up. It is Batwoman, but with my face under the mask. So this is what you and my eyes. This is what you're homesick from work doing. I'm going to have a talk with your boss. Okay? If you could make this picture, I think you probably could have gone into work. Okay? Who tell me...
He works at home.
Yeah, he works at home, but, you know. I'm just saying. I'm assuming those are all the same picture, because for reasons unknown, you always post the same... Yes. You always post the same attachment 3 times. Thomas is lolling. Anti-Trigger says, so not Bird is saying all black squirrels look alike. So now Bird. Yes, all black squirrels do look alike. You cannot tell them apart. That is a fact. So do gray squirrels, for that matter. Anti-Trigger says, gray squirrels push the native red squirrels out of much of the UK, but I still like them. Multi-Gunman says, Anti-Tracker, Batwoman HD is scary looking. I'm going to have nightmares from that photo you posted. Epic Beard says, I'm mostly disabled due to back pain, amongst other issues. Though I do have good days and bad days. Mowing grass wipes me out for 2 or 3 days. Ouch, Epic. Then don't mow the grass. Pay somebody. I know. Not everybody can do that. Hector says, wow, Bird makes a handsome Batwoman. Dale says, hello to Schroenmore and Trivia. Schroenmore says, Alex, I watch River Cottage and they say Gray squirrels are really tasty. Red squirrels, not so much. Oh my god, this is disgusting. That is disgusting. Okay, guys, there's 26 people here. I promised Sister O'Prey, and it's actually a pretty Batbird. It's a pretty cool video. Let me bring up the browser again first. It would help if I press the right thing. Not this picture. Goodbye. Theodorable. I brought it up months ago, but she stopped doing it, and she's back doing Theodorable is the 6-foot tall Vermont teddy bear that I got her once as a present, and it's been a long time, but now she has started taking Theodore around New York City, mostly near her house in Long Island City, her apartment, and it's Theodorable on Instagram. If you have an Instagram, please go ahead and follow Theodorable. I will post the link in the chat in a second. You will see him all around Long Island City, all around New York City. He goes into bars, he goes into restaurants, he plays shuffleboard, he plays other things. He drinks. He's got a bit of a drinking problem. He's even become the Yelp picture for Oro Restaurant and Lounge. They chose him as the #1 picture for their Yelp page. And Theodore, he drinks. He drinks a little too much. I hear he's a mean drunk. No, he's a teddy bear. He's a teddy bear. Anyway, here's the link to Theodorable and Sister O'Prey put together, or I think Google put together for Sister O'Prey, a video of Theodore and her around the city, and I'm gonna play it. You can sign up for it. I'm glad DJ's not here because this might bring up some conflicted feelings in him. But you can you can subscribe to her on Instagram at Theodorable, and here's the video. Yeah, quite the pool player too, Theodore. And it's restarted. Okay, we'll do it one more time. It's 18 seconds. So, this was an exclusive video just for Bed Life Stream. Just for the Bed Life Stream. So, check out Theodorable if you're interested in seeing the adventures of Theodore, the giant Vermont teddy bear. Antitrigger says Bird O Bat 5. Oh my god. Multi-Government says yes, that's better. Joseph Patrick says after seeing the pictures you can rename this stream to Bat Life. Oh god. Sci-Fi Guy says hello, Dale. Canowick says Theodore needs a brighter, more colorful shirt. She does. He probably does. Epic Beer says, does Theodore hunt picnic baskets? I don't think there's too many picnic baskets around, but maybe in Central Park. Dre. I'm going to call you Dre until I get your pronunciation. Is that Ted's father? Huh? Drucifer. Very, very good. Thank you, Mom. Mom O'Prey. Drucifer, is that Ted's father? It might be. It might be. Canowick says Ted's alcoholic uncle. Canowick says, I want to see Theodore on the L train. Funny, the L train is actually under construction. I think it's almost shut down completely. I think they might have shut it down completely. There was a big to-do. The L train, which was the Canarsie train, which was where I grew up. The Canarsie tunnel got wiped out, not wiped out, but got severely damaged during Hurricane Sandy, Superstorm Sandy, for insurance purposes. And they'd been needing to redo it for years, and they finally decided to they were debating which would be worse, because they had either shut down the entire system, the entire line for like 6 months, or they had to shut it down like every weekend for like 5 years. So they went with the every day for 6 months plan, I believe. Oh, they went with the other plan? Oh, the governor stepped in? Okay, so whatever. But the L train is actually not the best line to get on. That would be a tough one. Alex Leethy says he's not wearing trousers. It's okay. It's okay. Actor says Theodore is cute. Animals don't have to wear pants. That's the difference between people and animals. Actor says Theodore is cute. Trivia says Theodore is a cool bear. Actor says, and Bird wears trousers, Alex. Hey, that's true. Anti-Trigger says, hey, Bird, can you look at the right of the camera a little? Can you look to the right of the camera? Son of a bitch. Yeah, here, Anti-Trigger. If you're going to do it right. I hope that helped. Yeah, it's a trap. It's a trap. I know it's a trap. Mom for the win. Yes, Drucifer. Thanks. That's why I love her. Multi-Gunman says, uh-oh, look at the right at the camera. Little photoshopping time. Alex Leedy says, I guess without trousers, he'd be fine on the L train. That is true. Canowick says, talk to Porky Pig, lived 80 years with no pants. Joseph says, falling asleep. It's almost 1 a.m. here. We'll listen, however. Bye, chat. Bye, Joe, Mom, and Sassy. Qapla. Qapla. Joseph. And Tiki of Doom says Qapla. John Archacki says Lola's a trap. Actor says Bird of Prey 5 in the Clegane Bowl? I don't know. I'm not sure. Chief Cook, are you still here, Chief? Paging Chief Cook. Stream is easier to read when there aren't thousands on the stream. Indeed, John Archacki. And John, I don't know if you were here earlier, but I did give a big thank you to all the wrenches, especially you, DJ, and Thomas Potts. I saw you guys over and over again posting out the info. It meant a lot to me. It meant a lot to Mom. I thank you guys. I thank you so much. Dale says, lol, the expressions were hilarious, Bird. Sci-Fi guy says bye to Joseph. I guess Chief Cook is not here, or he's smart enough not to answer. So, yeah. We get it. Bird doesn't know what the Clegane Bowl is, and he does Game of Thrones streams. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. You're welcome, Bird. Thank you. Okay, I'm searching for it. What is it? Game of Thrones, the Clegane Bowl worth the wait. The Hound versus the Mountain. I never called it that. The Hound versus the Mountain. Because they were brothers. Okay, I got it. No, it was not worth the wait. I don't think you asked that. Bird in the... Now, if it was me, I suppose, if I was walking, and it was me versus Michael Henry, it might be the Clegane Bowl, or however it's pronounced. Shromore says, see you, Trivia, says Qapla, Tiki, see you, Joseph. Okay, well, since Chief Cook isn't here, or isn't answering, let's see, I showed off the Theodore. Let me see. Did I have something else there? I did not. So, I'm going to head on over I didn't hate this last season of Game of Thrones, but this last episode, what a letdown. Well, we'll talk about it on a Game of Thrones stream or something. John Archacki says, I held the door for this. Meme is funny. Yes. Yes, and let me pick up one more meme since I've already got Facebook open, because that's where I posted the squirrel. There was this Disney ending meme. And of course I posted a picture of a squirrel, and now one of my other friends, Joe, also posted a picture of a squirrel. It's not an orange-tailed squirrel. Come on, where's my stuff? There we go. Okay. I think we're going back to fish tank and the web browser. Theodore. Okay. Imager.com. New post. Paste in. Come on, Imager. You used to be so much faster before you added all this bloat. Any day. Okay, I'll force the refresh, which is what I did last time. There we go. The expected ending for people who only watch the Disney Channel. And it's Jon Snow with Daenerys and Tyrion and two little babies and 4 little dire wolves and 3 baby dragons. And this, granted, might be the Disney ending, but even that would have been far, far better than what we got. Show chat. And Mama Praise again saying the guy in the wheelchair is the king. Yes. We talked about that earlier. I said it was your favorite part. Mr. Miles said that. John Archacki says, I held the door for this. Yes. Drucifer says, all the time and money on dragon training wasted. Indeed. And what about that horse? Arya got that horse last week. We thought it was going to mean something, right? They went through all that trouble of showing her this special horse. We thought, okay, well, at least this is a horse she's going to have. It's going to play a part in this week's episode. It's going to do something. Gone. Completely gone. No horse in this episode. Why did we waste all that time for introducing her to a horse that lasted, didn't even last a full episode? The Epic Beard says, glad I was right about Tyrion. Said he'd survive and end up on top. Peter Dinklage was amazing throughout the season's IMO great acting job. Well, his character was amazing until this last season. And then they started writing him poorly. Schronmore says, I despaired at Game of Thrones, but I'm having so much fun watching people lose their minds over Daenerys going bat crap insane. Actor says, did one of the grandparents of DJ? They had a rabbit son. I thought it was a rabbit too. My sister swears it was a direwolf. Meister Miles says, the only big issue I have with the last season is the characters didn't feel like themselves. Well, that's a pretty big issue to have. Mr. Miles says, like we switched to an alternate reality. John Archacki says, Jon Snow got the Alyssa Milano punishment. No sex, no offspring. Well, it's not necessarily no sex. It's he will take no wife and father no children. As Samwell pointed out. Oof. I've got a pain that just came on like an MFer. Yeah, pain. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. What do you guys want? Oh. Should I be mean? Should I be mean and give you DJ? No, I won't be mean. the good old boys, never meaning no harm. Just something, been in trouble with the law since the day they was born. Making their way the only way they know how. That's just a little bit more than the law would allow. Turd is the word. Turd. I honestly, I'm not 100% sure how the song goes. That's the best I could get. I probably shouldn't have said that much. Yeah. One more second, guys. I'm gonna drink some water. Oh, I was worried that might have been a kidney stone. Came out of nowhere. I'm still a little worried, but hopefully it's something that moves quicker and comes out a different hole. Bird sent you a picture on Discord, says Josh Street. Thank you. Actor says Mr. Miles started with Stannis way back. Shromore says this horse's name was Kevin. He got camera shy after all the negative comments of his appearance. Mr. Miles says Hector didn't get horribly obvious until this season. Alex Lethe says my close encounter with a squirrel, and he's got a picture. Let's see, Dr. Alex's close encounters with a squirrel. Oh, wow! You let the squirrel on you, and it's a reddish squirrel. It's a mixed breed. It is a mixed breed. Okay, let's get another squirrel up. It's Squirrel Day. It is Squirrel Day on the Bird of Prey 5 stream. Doomcock just uploaded a video. Oh, his Game of Thrones review. Don't worry, it'll be there when I'm done. So this is the squirrel that Mr. Miles let up on his lap, and then Mr. Miles had to get his rabies shots. Oh. Okay, guys, well, let's see. I'm going to finish off this chat, and then we're going to launch a rocket or two. John, swimmers were alright. I seriously doubt that after Zeth. That's true. Drucifer says, I was into Game of Thrones, but my wife is. I watch it, the last 3, just to see how it all played out. They should have just let the dragon lady do her thing. Josh Street says, I'm not going to be mean. Listen to me sing. Come on, that wasn't a real song. Actor says, Drucifer the free... And Drucifer, thank you so much. I noticed you're new around here. I hope you enjoy the channel. Drucifer is the... Actor is saying to Drucifer, the free cities didn't need Daenerys. Thank you very much. The Epic Beard says, cool, now I can get some more coffee. Be right back, too. John Archacki says, I can't believe so many characters survived to the end of Game of Thrones. I was expecting way more deaths. Dale says, finally, Squirrel Day. I've been waiting since the internet for this. Actor says, the battle with the White Walkers should have been a defeat. Yeah. In fact, the White Walkers should have just passed Winterfell and gone on to King's Landing. That was really the only way to make that work. Alex says, I think the grays over here have become a little redder. I can only assume it's better camouflage. And no, I'm not Mr. Miles. There's no rabies in the UK. The Epic Beards is going... Really? There's no rabies anywhere in the UK? I assume you mean the, you know, England, Wales, Scotland. And there's got to be rabies on some place in the United Kingdom. The Epic Beards is going to watch Rocket 02 equal going to blow up rockets. Yes. Joined last night. You're welcome. Very cool, Jucifer. Very, very cool. Thank you so much. So now we're going to go over to Kerbal Space Program. Where... Let's see. Is the camera going to work? I don't even know if I have the camera set up right. Nope. Okay. Give me a quick second. You gotta change the camera. Not XSplit. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I'm here. So here's the deal. Kuroga intercepted some intelligence about an anti-tracker hypersonic missile that was being sent to Turkestan to be used against Kuroga. We intercepted that, and we have created it. We have recreated it from the plans. We're told this is a very effective killing weapon. So, we're gonna try it. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I don't see that it looks all that spectacular. I mean, it looks cool, but I'm kind of concerned because I do not see a parachute. I do not see a parachute. Unless these things are parachutes. And there was no manual, okay? No manual came with how you actually fly this thing. So this is going to be a test, and who are we going to get to test this? Let's see. We'll put Kales on. Joseph got reincarnated. So Joseph, you're going back in. You're going back in. And I guess we'll take the scientist. There we go. So, since we probably should send some scientists into space. Or wherever. That's not what I want. Okay, so the anti-tracker hypersonic missile. Experimental technology. Let's see. Stage 1 is boosters. Stage 2 is main engine. And then stage 3 is separate the boosters. So we're supposed to turn on the main engine while the boosters are still going. And there's no way to separate. Wait, there's no parachutes here. Oh, because it's a missile. Oh, it's a missile. That's why. Okay. So that's why we have a manned missile. This is a suicide mission. Oh well, they're already in. They're already in the rocket. So, now. We will celebrate the brave men who are testing this missile. What is it, foggy? Is it supposed to be foggy in this game? Jesus Christ. Okay. Turning up the main engine. I don't know if these are even going to work, but we'll turn them on. 3, 2, 1, launch. Okay, I think I better turn on the main engine. This is an incredibly slow start. So let's power up the main engine. Okay, we got relatively straight flight here. The Kerbals, as you can see them, if you can see them, they're having a good time. Okay, we've got to start heading towards Turkestan. Stop fighting me. We lost the boosters. Okay, I'm a little concerned that we haven't got much altitude. But man, those are some interesting rockets, right? I've not seen those rockets. Those main engines before. In fact, I kind of think those main engines are more for travel in space. I didn't think they were for travel in the atmosphere. And I'm a bit concerned that we might be off course. Let's turn this off. We're having some issues. Stop fighting me, Rocket. I want you to turn. Not like that. We might have to. Well, how's the liquid fuel? Looks like we're down to 4 tanks. Oh, I guess we're getting... Why is this so gray? There can't still be fog up here, can it? I mean, did the graphics just take a nosedive, or is something wrong with the game? Let's go to the map view. The map view's clear. There's no fog in space. And now the fog is gone. Okay, excellent. So let's see where we're headed. Oh, we've overshot Turkestan. We need no, stop, cut the engines, You're burning up. Come on up, nose up. If you spin, that'll dissipate heat. Okay, looks like we're gonna test detonate this into the ocean. Come on, turn. You're the little engine that could. Turn. What are you, out of fuel? They're out of fuel. These wings. Okay. There we go. Spinning death rocket. This is not going to be good for them. Now we're going to spin the other way, because I guess we're on some kind of rubber band system. Yeah, this was a mistake. Well, I gotta say, I am not as concerned that Turkestan's secret program missiles are going to be all that effective. But it looked cool. Revert to assembly building. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to try this again. Let's see. What do we want to launch? Merge. You can merge them? Do we have a shuttle here? What is this? It's kinda... it's got a shuttle on it. Okay, this is cool. We're gonna launch this, and then I'm gonna have to end the stream. But, there we go. Let's see. Let us see what happens. Well, I'll go back to the chat, of course. But this is a nice looking. And I closed the game. There we go. This is a nice looking rocket. So, what's our we've got those engines, and then we've got those. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let's get the engines up to full throttle. These probably have all the fancy stuff on them. And 3, 2, 1. Launch. And we're not going anywhere. Launch again. There we go. There we go. We have liftoff. We have liftoff. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Oh, this is gonna get us. This is gonna get us to space. 25,000. No, not 25,000. 2,800. 3,000. 4,000 meters. And we're going a little slow. We are going a little slow. And I'm a little concerned by how much fuel is being used. And apparently the boosters just... Okay, well... Wait, did the wings fall off? Didn't we have wings? Son of a bitch. Where are the wings? I'm kind of confused. Well, we are definitely... We can see the curvature of the planet. So that's good. That is good. I'm not 100% sure how this is intended to land. Are those parachutes? I can't tell. What are you? More fuel? Your engine fuel. So there's no parachutes? How does this land? $25,000 meters. We are on target. We'll be over Kurdistan airspace in approximately 2 minutes. Alexa, set countdown for 1 minute 45 seconds.
1 minute and 45 seconds.
Okay. We gotta make it. Just another minute. Hold it together. Hold it together. Don't blow up. We gotta make it. We gotta make it a little bit longer. I think we made it. I think Alexa's off. Alexa, cancel. Alexa, whatever. We're going in. We're going in. There we go. We've sent it in. That's gonna land 200 meters from Anti-Trekker's house, if it's calculated right. Come on, we gotta see that explosion when it hits the ground. Boom! Boom! Oh, no, it didn't hit the ground yet. How can that be so far up in the air? Maybe that wasn't our piece. I think we hit Kurdistan. We don't have confirmation yet. Alexa, cancel. We don't have confirmation yet, but I'm hearing reports that it was a direct hit. It was a direct hit. So now, I suppose with nothing but to do but to... What? Yeah, it would seem somebody forgot to fill up the fuel. Someone forgot to fill up the fuel. So I'm guessing now we will just slowly, wait till we land in the water. Yes, we will land in the water. Let's speed up the time. There we go. There we go. That's... Okay, well, things are happening, so let's see. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Okay. Come on. There you go. Pull yourself out of it. Come on. You gotta come in for a good landing. What the hell is that thing? Oh. Something's turning on. What? I'm hearing sounds. Do we have jet engines? Are jet engines gonna slow us down? I think we're controlled. I think we're in no, we're not. We're not in control. We're not in control. Or is this just a clever ploy to make Turtistan unsuspecting that our space program is actually more advanced than they could ever believe? Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it. There we go. No. Where did the wings go? Why aren't there wings? Okay, come on. Come on. Yeah, they're all gonna die. They're all gonna die. I don't know what to tell you. Guys, you've got permission to take out your cell phones and call your loved ones. You've got, if there's no cell coverage, I don't know what to tell you. No, you cannot use the satellite phone. We don't got money for that. If the cell phone doesn't have coverage, then you should have got Verizon. You should have got Verizon. I'm sorry. It's your fault. It's your fault you went with Sprint. That's what happens. That's what happens. Yes, we'll tell your wife Jebediah and your domestic partner Bill that yes, they were the last people in your thoughts. Of course, mission control should probably be the last people in your thoughts. I know you're about to die. I don't want to make you feel bad, but these people train their entire lives just to make sure this didn't happen to you. And now, when you're about to die, you don't even think of them. You think about some tramp you married 20 years ago. Sorry, Jebediah. You're kind of dying like an ass, I gotta say. It was nice knowing you. Oh! Oh, you survived! You survived! Well, that makes all the difference. What a wonderful water landing. Hey, a great triumph for the Kuroga space program. And Jebediah, I guess your wife, we probably should recall that guy we sent to our house. And Bill, we weren't even going to tell you. We weren't even going to tell your boyfriend. Sorry. But hey, now you guys are alive, so no big deal. No big deal. Recover the vessel. Another triumph of Kuroga in both space program and tolerance. A great lesson. A great lesson. Okay. Yes, here's what's happening IRL. Thank you, Windows 10. What would I do without you? Okay. Back to the comments, and then we're gonna sign off. The battle with the White Walkers. Something. Breaking news. What else do we got? No horizontal stabilizers. I'm reading the comments backwards. Let's see. Oh, come on. My mouse is going crazy. Rubber band rockets. This was a mistake. Wow. There is no rabies in Ireland either. Okay, wait. Gotta go. There we go. There we go. Kennewick says there used to be no rabbits in the UK until the Middle Ages. Well, that's sad. Hector says welcome, Drusifier. John Archacki says death to Turdistan. And Drusifier, if nobody's brought you up to speed on this, Turdistan is the fictional nation that the anti-tracker commands, whereas my fictional nation, not that fictional, but my fictional nation is Karoga, and we battle each other in all types of games. Not true battles, just we talk shit to each other on streams like this. So that's what we're talking about. This was no disrespect meant to any country whose name, might end in Stan. It's just Turdistan because Anti-Tracker's avatar is a turd. So that is Turdistan. Alex Lethe says, yep, no rabies anywhere in the UK or the ROI. Benefits of being islands. Well, Alex, now I know my life's mission. Schronmore says, I want to feel part of Game of Thrones. Eat a double portion of chicken curry and let your backside well feel it like a dragon's knot. Oh, God. John Archacki says, long live Bird the Broken. Long live Karoga. Hector says, oh, KSP, I need to get a computer for a big screen. Kennewick says, for the new people, the Turdistan is the home of YouTuber Anti-Tracker. Thank you, Kennewick. I knew somebody would put that in. The Epic Beard says, one day I'll get a graphics card and play cool games. Drusifier says, thank you, Hector. Stromore says, there is no rabies in Ireland either. Alex says, Romans introduced rabbits to Britain. Thought. I like it. I think there should be rabbits everywhere. Anti-Tracker, and I'll put another picture. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. What is this? Seriously, Anti-Tracker? Can't believe you expect me to show this. This is going to get the Game of Thrones and get my stream down. This certainly will. And I left the game. Here we go. 4. Sorry, Squirrel. We got something new. Anti-Tracker's SJW Starter Pack. This handsome fella here, who apparently has the body of a large woman. This food, though it looks like burgers, are they veggie burgers? I don't know. A woman decapitating a man on a restroom sign, and the brain of an SJW, which is depression, anxiety, and paranoia, which, these two are true enough. This I don't get, and this, that's just scary. It's scary. Okay, let's see. Anti-Trigger has another picture, so let me, before I take this down. Actress's coolest PC games were around the year 2000. Is this the same picture? Anti-Tracker? Yes, it is. It is, of course. I should have known. Should have known. Okay. Thomas Potts is lolling. Hector says an anti-tracker. Oh, we got 28 people here. Not bad. Hector says an anti-tracker has the panache of talking about God. Epic Beard says building PC soon. Been researching it for a while. Almost have a plan ready to go. Very cool. Hector says manned missiles in modus operandi is modus operandi for Karoga. Anti-Trigger says this is a suicide mission, or as they call it in Karoga, a mission. Funny. Good one, Anti-Trigger, good one. Says Thomas Potts' bird of prey, all the missiles you made have been manned. Yeah, but I didn't know this one was manned. Dale Stratford says kamikaze missile. Trivia says the Mona Lisa anti-tracker. What? Joseph Petrick says I was falling asleep, then I heard my name, so I'm going to die again. Bye. Sorry, Joseph. Shromore says the glorious Karogan astronaut, soon to be minor, we salute you. Canoic Sapien says low years of division over whether the Romans or the Normans introduced rabbits appears to have been resolved. A dig in Norfolk. Rabbits are now on the list of what Romans did for us. You're welcome. You're welcome. Not that I'm Roman, per se, but, you know, I could be the descendant of a Roman or something. So that's cool, Kennewick. That was good to know. The Epic Beard says snail versus rocket. Yeah, it was a slow one. Hector says you need to have some specific content in Kerbal. Be Turtistan hitting anything and claiming it's Turtistan is cheap. Well, you know, that's one of the good things about playing a game like that. Hector says disable SAS if you want to turn. What do you think? I'm an idiot? I know. Thank you, Hector. I do appreciate that tip. Alex Leith is Bird of Prey providing dialogue for the upcoming Guardians 3. Not that I know of. Epic Beard is lol. Anti-Tracker says I am Bird. Drusifier says awful lot of fire. Lol. Epic Beard says crash time. Hector says threesome between Thor, Star-Lord, and Bird for leadership. I'd be the leader. Alex Lethe says spinning, that'll work. Of all the things I don't mind doing on camera, I'm not a big fan of eating on camera. Drusifier says, is this North Korean design spinning death rocket? I don't know. Could be. We should have looked that up. Actor says, let Thor win over Star-Lord and you finish him, Bird. Thomas Potts says, this was a mistake, the Karoga Space Program motto. Not Ryan Johnson says, this was a mistake. This was a mistake. That is a good quote. Someone should put that up. Actor says, that missile needed a better pilot, not Josh's fault. The Epic Beard says, rubber band rockets. Laughing sounds about right. Anti-Trigger says, Alex Lethes, please tell me you helped Bird learn how the rockets work. No. Actor says, Alex, this is about the stars, Anti-Trigger, not a way of getting there. Not about the way of getting there. And Commander DJ, welcome Commander DJ Odyssey. Howdy Bird, howdy everyone. DJ, I'm going to say it again. I said it twice already. Thank you so much for all the work you did last night. It is greatly appreciated, my friend. By me, by Mama Pray, by everyone who's in the chat, everyone who's here today. You went above and beyond. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I hope you will soon have a stream that you need my help with, and I will be there for you. And everybody, you should check out Commander DJ Odyssey's page, channel. He's doing videos, nerd stuff lately, some politics. He's good chat to get in when he's live. Otherwise, still fun to watch. Also, check out Rambling Canuck. Check out Alex Lethes. Check out Vile Mike, if Vile Mike is here. Check out anyone with a wrench, basically. Check out if they've got a channel. They've all got good stuff. They wouldn't be here if they sucked. They wouldn't be here if they sucked. Thomas is saying it's slow. Alex's stars are a bit too small scale for me. Actress is just in time to see the second disaster of the day, DJ. Sci-Fi Guy says, hail, DJ. Anti-Tricker says, so we get wings, so the wings eject, apparently. Tiki of Doom is smiling. Hector says, well, excuse me, Mr. Super Globular Galaxy Clusters. Anti-Tricker says, now I want to see this landing. Drucifer said, did the wings fall off? Fuck, who needs wings to fly? Epic Beard says, wings optional. Commander DJ says, SOAB, where are the wings? Son of a bitch, where are the wings? Thomas says, Kuroga used duct tape on the wings. Drucifer says, I think I heard spinning will work. Tiki says, it lands like a dart. Actor says, where are the wings? No horizontal stabilizers, no parachute. Epic Beard says, rubber bands and duct tape equal Kuroga space program. Alex Lethe says, can you eject the large tank? I guess I did. Anti-Tracker says, Alex, he can, but will he? Alex says, and then glide the space 1999 Eagle thing. And Hector says, it seems so. Eagles do a good taste of having vertical jets. Anti-Tracker is lolling. Everything's turning out Millhouse, says Tiki of Doom. And Hector says, the ocean is not Turtlistan. Commander DJ says, I think it will bounce off the atmosphere and went back into space. Alex says, is he falling faster than the tank he released? John Archacki says, now I want chicken wings for some reason. Hector says, nothing to do except, Epic Beard says, time for crash number 2. Alex says, what's the physics in this game? They're supposed to be real. Mr. Londell's Groovy Movies. Welcome, Miss Londell. Russian music plays in the background. Anti-Tracker says, breaking news. Citizens of Turtlistan report seeing an incoming missile that for reasons unknown turned around and went into space. On last report, it was heading to the moon at the location of Bird. Now that is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Guys, I hate to do this to you, but I'm gonna have to call it a stream. I need to sign off. I apologize. I know there's some more chats there. I will read them later to myself. If there's anything big, I will comment on them at a later time. Thank you guys all so much for coming. I appreciate it. Another great stream. I thank you guys really again so much for yesterday. It means more than you'll know. And I promise when I get to 1,000 plus, I will be a benevolent YouTube dictator. Qapla! 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 Thank you all for watching my video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. Check out BirdoPrey5.com, the new home of everything Birdo Prey 5 on the web. You can also check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. If you'd like to make a donation, check out paypal.me/BirdoPrey5 or on BirdoPrey5.com. Take care.